Hello friends, welcome back to VOWIAS. Welcome to the discussion on daily MCQ. Today is 24th of February 2022 and now we are going to discuss 5 MCQs based on the current affairs. तो चलिए शुरू करते हैं. But before we begin, a small information. The PDF of the discussion will be available in our Telegram channel. You can download this document at free of cost. The Telegram channel details are there in the description. Now let's quickly begin. Let's look at the first question. Consider the following statements regarding the Simplified Biosphere Reserve. The first statement, it is situated in East Champaran district of Bihar. Second statement, sal is the dominant tree in the reserve forest. And third statement, two tribes, the Erenga Kharias and the Mankardias, inhabit in this reserve forest. You have to choose the correct option, A 1 and 2, B 2 and 3, C 3 only, and D 1, 2 and 3. So this question is about the Simplified Biosphere Reserve. So if you have read the environment part and if you have gone through the news, Simplified Biosphere Reserve is in Odisha. So the first statement is directly wrong. That is, the first statement is directly wrong. It says that it is in Bihar. So if you remove the first statement, option A and option D gets eliminated. You are left with two options, 2 and 3 and 3. So second statement is the one which we have to see. Sal is the dominant tree species in reserve forest. So this is true. This is true because if you see the major flora in the National Simplified Biosphere Reserve, sal is the dominant tree in this park. It is a park with high biodiversity with about 94 species of orchids and 3000 species of plants. And sal is the major species or major tree which grows in this region. So B 2 and 3 is the correct answer. So recently the Forest Administration and self-help groups have started an awareness campaign to manage the fires in Simplified Biosphere Reserve. See, forest fire these days is becoming a major problem. So expect a question forest fire in the mains as well. So prepare well this topic. Okay. So Simplified is a national park and the tiger reserve located in Mayurbhanj district in the Indian state of Odisha. It is the 7th largest national park in India and it lies in the eastern end of the Eastern Ghat. It is part of the Mayurbhanj Elephant Reserve and it includes 3 Simplified tiger reserves, Hadargarh Wildlife Sanctuary and Kuldia Wildlife Sanctuary. The park derives its name for simul, which is red silk cotton trees growing in the area. The park has high biodiversity with 94 species of orchids and 3000 species of plants. Among them, sal is the dominant tree species in the park. Fauna, if you see, the park is home to the Bengal tiger, Asian elephant, guar and chausinga. It is also home to some beautiful waterfalls like Joranda and Barefia Falls. It is UNESCO Biosphere Reserve and it was declared a Biosphere Reserve by the government in 1994. It is part of the UNESCO World Network of Biosphere Reserve since then. The important tribes which live in this Biosphere Reserve are Erenga Kharias and Mankirdias. They inhabit this reserve and they are practicing traditional agriculture activities. The other dominant tribes include Ho, Gonda, Munda among the others. Okay. Now let's move on to the next question, the second question. Eastern Bridge 4 was in news recently is a bilateral exercise between Eastern Bridge, A China, B Australia, C Oman and D Bangladesh. You have to choose the correct option. So, sorry. If you see Eastern Bridge, you might be thinking that it might be a country which lies to the east of India. You might be thinking like that. You might get it out. But if you see the correct option, Eastern Bridge is the exercise between India and Oman. It's the Air Force exercise between India and Oman. Oman is a Middle East country, as you all know. The Indian Air Force and the Royal Air Force of Oman has organized a bilateral air exercise named the Eastern Bridge 4 from February 21 to 25 at the Air Force Station Jodhpur in Rajasthan. So this exercise, Oman has deployed the F-16 fighters, whereas the Indians have deployed the Sukhoi 30 MKIs, Jaguars and the Mirages. The latest combat Air Force exercise between the two countries, Eastern Bridge 5, was conducted in Masria, Oman. The last one, in fact. This exercise will provide an opportunity to enhance the operational capability and interoperability between the two air forces. The participation of both the air force in this exercise will promote professional interaction, exchange of experience, and enhance the operational knowledge besides strengthening bilateral relations. Various senior dignitaries are planned to visit the air force station during this exercise, and both the countries also agreed to combat the issue of drugs as well as also to work together in the areas of smuggling. Okay, so these are the important things. Now next question is about the non-fungible tokens. First one, it is a unique digital asset that represents ownership of the real world items like art, video clip, music, etc. The non-fungible token can be purchased only by using cryptocurrency wallets. We have to choose the correct option. A 1 only, B 2 only, C both 1 and 2, and D neither 1 nor 2. Sorry. So non-fungible tokens these days they are in use a lot because they are becoming popular with the increase in the digital assets. These things like non-fungible token, they are becoming very, very popular. So non-fungible token, the basic concept, if you see, before that, let's see the correct answer here. The correct option is C, both 1 and 2, because this is a unique digital asset that represents ownership of real world items like art, video clip, music, etc. A non-fungible token can be purchased only by using cryptocurrency wallets at the current moment. Okay, that is the major thing. So what are non-fungible tokens? So generally there are two kinds of tokens: fungible tokens and non-fungible tokens. So tokens are nothing but you can say that it has some value. Token is nothing but a currency or anything, or any object which has some value. So fungible token, there are two kinds: fungible and non-fungible. Now what is fungible? You'll get it out. So fungible token basically means something which can be divided. Something which can be divided. For example, let's take a 100 rupee note. This 100 rupee note in itself has a value. If you divide this 100 rupee note, it will become either 250 rupee notes, 10 into 10 rupee notes, or 100 1 rupee coins, 25 rupee coins, or 52 rupee coins. Something like this we can divide. 52 rupee coins, right? All these things have the same value. All these splits, or you can say all the currencies, if you see all the different types, after splitting have the same value. The value is not reduced, same value. But if you see a non-fungible token, so non-fungible token means any asset, a digital asset. For example, recently Jack Dorsey, the CEO of Twitter, he has sold his first tweet. It is a digital asset. The first tweet of Jack Dorsey is a digital asset. This first tweet, which was done by Jack Dorsey, basically it cannot be split, because a single tweet cannot be split into two tweets. No, half and half, it cannot be split. Or let's say a painting also cannot be split. It has an inherent value. Let's say this first tweet, it had value of, let's say, 1 million USD, $1 million. Or this painting has 50 million, has a value of about $50 million. You can purchase it for 50 million, but you cannot split and purchase. You cannot split this token and purchase it. Okay, that means a painting cannot be split into half and two people cannot purchase it at the same time. So that means it cannot split. It does not have any value if it splits. So that is the basic meaning of fungible and non-fungible tokens. Okay. So here the same thing is given. Actually, recently why it was in news is the sale of non-fungible tokens surged about 25 billion in 2021 as the crypto asset exploded in popularity, fueled by rising interest of celebrities and tech evangelists. It is the unit of data that is stored on a digital ledger and can be sold and traded. The basic non-fungible token is the unit of data that is stored on a digital ledger. It is a unique digital asset that represents ownership of real world items like art, video, clips, music and more. So what does this mean is, let's say if tomorrow there is a music album. Okay, this music album, a lot of people can download and all. A lot of people can download and a lot of people can listen. But there will be one original copy. This one original copy, which is a digital asset to a certain extent, you can say, this one original copy, it can be sold as a non-fungible token. That is the basic meaning. Okay, anyone who holds a crypto wallet can buy a non-fungible token, and there is not only prerequisite for purchasing the non-fungible token, and there is no need for any KYC documents at all. Alright, now let's move on to the next question, the fourth question. The Angadia system, sometimes mentioned in media, is related to Angadia system. A. Century-old parallel banking system. B. Water harvesting technique. C. Traditional Indian medicine. And D. None of the above. You have to choose the correct option, and the correct option is A. Century-old parallel banking system. Recently, an FIR is registered against 3 Mumbai police officials for allegedly threatening Angadias and extorting money from them in South Mumbai. Angadia is basically a century-old parallel banking system in the country where traders send cash generally from one state to another through a person called Angadia, that stands for courier. Angadia basically means courier. It is used by the jewelers in Mumbai and Surat being the most popular route, as they are two ends of the diamond trade. The cash involved is huge, and it is the responsibility of Angadia to transfer cash from one state to another, for which they charge a nominal fee. Generally, the Gujarati, Marwari and the Malbari communities, they are involved in this kind of business. Okay, right. So next question, the fifth question. Who of the following organized a march on the Tanjore coast to break the salt law in April 1930? It's a previous year CSE question of 2015. A. V.O. Chidambaram Pillai, B. C. Rajgopalachari, C. K. Kamraj, and D. Anne Besant. You have to choose the correct option, and the correct option is B. Rajgopalachari. The Tanjore coast. Tanjore is in Tamil Nadu. C. Rajgopalachari organized a march on the Tanjore coast for breaking the salt law. He was arrested after this. He was the first and the last Governor General of India. Remember, C. Rajgopalachari is the first and the last Governor General of India. Okay. So V.O. Chidambaram Pillai, if you see, he was an Indian fighter and leader of the Indian National Congress, and he founded Swadeshi Steam Navigation Company in 1906. Okay, so the same thing is given here. You can just go through this again. And guys, as you all know, we are providing summaries for Vision Prelims Test Series and Vision PT365. You can PT365 as well as the Vision Monthly magazines. You can subscribe to them by visiting our Telegram channel. Okay, so that's it guys from my side. I'll see you again tomorrow with 5 more MCQs. Till then, keep studying and stay tuned. Jai Hind.